Well, good morning, everyone. And welcome to our conference, Making a Difference, the Faith Communities and the Humanitarian Impact of Nuclear Weapons. We are really delighted that you can join us here today on this lovely spring day at this lovely venue at the U.S. Institute of Peace. We're really feeling especially happy and humbled to a good degree by this conference, because joining us today will be folks coming from numerous faith communities around the U.S. There are folks coming from various secular and scientifically based advocacy communities. We'll have folks in the diplomatic community. We'll have folks attending later today from, we have Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary Anita Fried joining us with the Obama administration's viewpoint. So there's a great chance to share views throughout the day on the issue of humanitarian impact of nuclear weapons. As just a couple of housekeeping notes, that is that there are bathrooms available on both levels, so you can go out this way or you can go out that way. We will be proceeding after we have some greeting remarks. Then we have our first main speaker, and that'll be followed by our first panel. And then following the first panel, we will take a 15-minute coffee break, and then we'll come back. And actually, no, I think I may have misstated the order. It'd be after our two keynote speakers, we'll have a 15-minute coffee break, and then following that, we'll have the first panel discussion of the day, which will be followed by lunch out in the Grand Hall, the George Shultz Grand Hall. First, offering greetings today, I wanted to really delighted to introduce you to Mr. Hirotsugu Terasaki. Mr. Terasaki is the Executive Director of Peace Affairs for Soka Gakkai International, and it is kind of his vision and his efforts that have really brought this conference in many ways to the fore. He's someone who's been very actively engaged in the nuclear disarmament process on behalf of SGI, and has been keenly following the humanitarian consequence dialogue from Oslo to Nayarit to here. His remarks will be followed by Dr. David Smock, and Dr. Smock is going to be offering greetings from the USIP, and Dr. Smock is he is the Vice President for the Governance, Law, and Society section, as well as the Director of the Religion and Peacemaking Center here at USIP, and we're really honored by it. This process here began with a meeting in his office and kind support that we've received from the USIP throughout the process. So let me first introduce to you Mr. Hirotsugu Terasaki.
Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary Treat, she's coming now. Dr. David Smock, distinguished faith leaders, thought readers, colleagues, and friends, good morning. I would like to convey greetings from SGI President Daisaku Ikeda, who sends the best regards to each of you. I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to all those who have helped to make this interfaith symposium possible, either through your advice and counsel, your promotional help, or by attending and participating today. It is our great honor and pleasure to have distinguished speakers from diverse backgrounds and traditions to reflect with us on the humanitarian consequences of nuclear weapons, the greatest challenge that people in the world face today. The threat posed by nuclear weapons is not a thing of the past. It is a threat we face today. The possibility of an accident involving nuclear weapons, an attack launched on the basis of misinformation, or even nuclear terrorism are growing concerns. These dangers are compounded by the increasing number of countries possessing nuclear weapons and inadequate control of nuclear materials. I believe one thing is clear. People in the world share the desire to never witness or experience the catastrophic humanitarian effects of nuclear weapons. This common aspiration can help bridge the gulf between nuclear weapon states and non-nuclear weapon states. It can serve as the basis for a shared language with which to explore the path toward a world free from nuclear weapons. Today, we gather here to convene an interfaith symposium, Making a Difference. Faith communities speak to the humanitarian impact of nuclear weapons. We look forward to a heartfelt exchange of views and best practices to strengthen our call for the abolition of nuclear weapons. As spiritual and faith-based organizations, it is our unique role to address the core of this global issue and to bring together voices and ideas that will accelerate multilateral efforts and strengthen grassroots momentum toward that goal. Through this event, which is being held as a follow-up to the NIRIT conference held this past February and in advance of the NPT PrepCon in New York starting from April 28, we look to help re-energize the voice of faith communities and to create additional opportunities for networking among faith-based and secular advocates as we explore ways to raise public awareness of the inhumane nature of nuclear weapons. Through such efforts, we can strengthen the growing public consensus for their abolition. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Good morning. Just want to welcome you to the U.S. Institute of Peace. We are an institution mandated by Congress to promote international peace in all parts of the world, and religion is an important component of our overall program. Thus, there is resonance between our agenda and yours. We are celebrating our 30th anniversary this year, and this is the third year that we have been in this facility. Each year we face new challenges, but hopefully make an impact in the various parts of the world where we are active. We are constrained by our founding legislation to not be advocates of U.S. policy, but we are sympathetic to your agenda and particularly to the faith-based nature of it. You have an impressive program set out for today, and we wish you well in your deliberations. Thank you.